Now, Giorgio Armani happens to be one of my absolute favorite designer fragrance houses. And I don't have all of them, but I do have 11 Giorgio Armani fragrances from a few different lines. So in today's video, I'm gonna go ahead and discuss my 5 favorites. Stay tuned. Starting off with the first one is actually the Lone Ranger from this collection. It's a re-release collection from years ago under the Armani name. No Giorgio, no Emporio Armani. This is just the Armani line. This is Eau de Nuit. This is a gorgeous iris-based fragrance. Not a lot of hype around this one at all. Doesn't really get talked about. It's got the Dior Homme lipsticky iris. It's got that waxy quality, kind of the whole makeup bag smell that Dior Homme's iris is known for. But with this one, there's a bit more spice than there is sweetness. There's still an underlying sweetness, but the coriander is a bit more present in this one. It's got a sweet spice to it. Not a leather dominant fragrance. Actually, if I recall, I don't even think there's any leather in this one at all. And if there is, it isn't present at all to my nose. But the iris is strong throughout. Not a heavy projector, kind of in that moderate range where it's going to give you a nice intimate scent bubble. Good for evenings, good for formal wear. Like I said, nobody really talks about this one. This is a beautiful, beautiful iris-based fragrance that doesn't smell just like the Dior Homme line. It does remind me of it though. And it doesn't smell like the Prada L'Homme line at all, which is the two most popular iris-based designer lines. This one kind of stands on its own and it's absolutely worth having, not redundant to have with the others. And it's number 5 of my top 5 favorite Armani fragrances. Next, I don't have the others to this line, but I like the original so much. I still enjoy it so much. It's great for the cooler weather. It's the only time of year that I wear it. And I'm about to start bringing it out a lot more. I like wearing this one in the winter. I haven't tried the Intensely. I haven't tried Freeze. You should know where I'm going with this. This is Emporio Armani. Stronger with You. This is a damn good fragrance. The chestnut, the sweetness, the spice, it's all so beautiful in this fragrance. It really is. Oh, man, compliment factor is extremely high on this one. Projection is above average. Longevity is in that beast mode territory on my skin. This is a beautiful fragrance. This is one that's going to garner you a lot of positive attention from the ladies for sure. Guys, if you're taken, let your woman smell this one. She's going to insist you get a bottle. This stuff is fantastic. Like I said, I have not tried Intensely or Freeze. I do plan on getting my hands on Freeze. It's just not high on the priority list. Otherwise, I would have gotten it already. But I got to tell you, when it comes to this line, I can't see how they can top this one because the original is such a good fragrance. It really is. The performance is there. The quality is there. The attraction from the ladies is there. It's just, everything is there. It checks all the boxes. As long as you like them sweet and spicy, you'll like Stronger with You. And I absolutely love the way this fragrance smells. It's number 4 on my favorites from Giorgio Armani. So I went back and forth on including this one because I do love this one. I really do. I love this fragrance a lot. When you see it, you're probably expecting this one to be here because I talk about this fragrance quite often, especially during the summer. It garners me a lot of positive attention. I love the heightened patchouli in this one. It's very aquatic. It gives the Invictus Aqua type of vibe. Performance is stellar. It's from Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio line, Acqua di Gio Absolute. So the reason I went back and forth with this one because there's another from the line in here. I actually have 2 from the Acqua di Gio line in this because I love the whole line. Really, I could have just made all 5 of them the Acqua di Gio line. But I do like others from the house more so than some of the others in this line. Like the original, for example. Profondo is very good, but I haven't gotten to spend a lot of time with it yet, so it doesn't deserve a spot on a list like this. But I'll tell you what, Absolute is absolutely a fantastic fragrance. Some people aren't a fan, and hey, to each their own. I'm a fan. I'm definitely a fan. I got a 75 ml and I got another 200 ml that I got off of somebody because it gave them a massive headache. You know who you are if you're watching this. So it wasn't for them, and they asked if I was interested in it. Absolutely jumped on that. So got this 75 ml tester and another 200 ml. So I'm never going to run out of it. So I can spray it heavy, spray it often when I wear it, refresh for no good reason because I got plenty of sprays of Acqua di Gio Absolute. And for good reason. I love the way this fragrance smells. This is got a lot of mixed reviews. Some people like it. Some people can't stand it. Some people, the ambroxan in it's just too much because it is an ambroxan fragrance. You know, ambergris, or actually I think it's amberwood, but ambergris, it's one of them. I don't remember exactly, but it's definitely some ambroxan in here. And if you're not a fan of that, if it gives you migraines, you're not going to like this fragrance. But if you like blue fragrances, you can't avoid liking this one, in my opinion. Patchouli could be a turnoff for some as well, but I love the note of patchouli. This fragrance is another one that checks all the boxes for me, especially in the warmer weather with the climate I have down here in South Texas. Definitely one of my favorite fragrances from the house. That's Acqua di Gio Absolute. Now, number 2, this is actually one that I really like to wear in the winter because the performance on this is stellar. I can't speak for newer bottles. My bottle's about 2 years old, and I only spray 3 or 4 sprays when I wear it, so I don't need much. So this 30 ml is lasting a long time for me. Fantastic in the winter. Actually has a chocolatey, powdery leather to it on my skin. Another one, compliment factor is extremely high. It's from the Armani Code line, Armani Code Profumo. Yes, I like Absolute, but this is a little bit less sweet. Still sweet, but a little bit less sweet than Absolute. This stuff is fantastic. I know I've used that word a lot in this video because all 5 of these are fantastic in my opinion. That's why they're in this video. I love the house. I love all of these lines, and this is the best of the line for me. Now, I haven't tried them all. It's been around for years and years. I've tried maybe 7 of the Armani codes throughout the years. Don't get me wrong, Ultimate's very good. Kind of reminds me of this one. I love Colognes. It has its uses for me. A-List has its uses for me. I adore the original. Haven't had a bottle of that in years, though. And like I said, I do enjoy Absolute, but this is just a little bit less sweet. This is the sweet spot, if you will, in the line for me. My absolute favorite. The best performing fragrance in this video off of my skin. And there's only one that beats it out from Giorgio Armani for me. This is just such a good fragrance. More people need to try it. Absolute and Absolute Gold get all the hype, but Profumo absolutely deserves the hype. Now, I already mentioned that I had 2 from the Acqua di Gio line, so I'm sure you all, well, people that have watched the channel for a little while, have all figured out what number 1 is. You know, in the line, it's 1A and 1B with me with Absolute at this point, but it's still my favorite Giorgio Armani fragrance. I'm sure you can hear me playing with the magnetic cap. Acqua di Gio Profumo. You can do it all with this fragrance. Love it. It's the best version of Acqua di Gio. In my opinion, of course. Some people don't like it. Sucks to be you. I don't know what to say. I mean, there's some fragrances you like that I may not, for example, but Acqua di Gio Profumo is just such a great fragrance. You can dress it up, you can dress it down. It performs very well on my skin. It's loud without being too loud. It lasts long without wearing too heavy. You can dress it, like I said, dress it up, dress it down. T-shirt just like I'm wearing, suit and tie, dates, it don't matter. Light sprays in the summer, heavy sprays in the winter, year-round, signature scent, Swiss Army knife. It's exactly what this fragrance is. Can do it all. It's absolutely my favorite from the house, and one that I urge you, if you have yet to try this, try it. You might love it as much as I do. Number 1, it's absolutely Acqua di Gio Profumo. Well, guys, that's definitely my 5 favorite Giorgio Armani fragrances. Like I said, I don't have them all. There are tons and tons and tons and tons. The house has been around for years and years, decades and decades. But of the 11 that I have, I narrowed it down to my 5 favorites from 1, 2, 3 different lines. So, Until next time, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. How many of you feel the same way about these same 5? How many of you have yet to try Eau de Nuit? Get your hands on that and try it. Get a spray, get a sample, get a decant, get something. Check it out if you like iris. Great addition to an iris lover's collection, for sure. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of the 5 that were discussed in this video and you give them a spray now, I'm real confident you'll thank me later, because they're my 5 favorites for sure. Have a good one, guys.